So Jeremiah Fears and Derik Queen both spoke to the media yesterday after their Summer League debut, and I think they both said something very interesting that I think you guys need to know. So what we're gonna do right now is you're gonna cue my music.
This is the Pelican Scoop with Jordan Kitchens, breaking down everything under the sun about your New Orleans Pelicans. Smash that like button, leave a comment, and subscribe to stay on top of your Pels content. Now, running point, here's Jordan.
What is good, YouTube? Welcome back to another edition of the Pelican Scoop. I am your host with the most, Jordan Kitchens, and ladies and gentlemen, the New Orleans Pelicans finally played their first Summer League game. I did a reaction of it last night, so y'all go ahead and watch that. I put the little thumbnail somewhere on the screen, so y'all go ahead and watch that bad boy. So I'm not really going to dive into the nitty gritty of what exactly the X's and O's or what I seen, because I already did that last night. So today is really more about what these boys said to the media, and I think it's very interesting. I think Derik Queen and Jeremiah Fears had interesting points, interesting different points of view, because Queen, on the other hand, it's a lot of noise around him. It's a lot of noise, which I guess is warranted. You're right. One thing you can do, he's got to give a little bit of effort, right? I'm not going to sit here and act like the noise is not warranted. And Queen's very self-aware. He's very self-aware of what's been going on. He's very self-aware. He's maybe a little too self-aware. So we're going to break that down. But first, let's start it off with Herb Jones signs a brand new contract with the New Orleans Pelicans yesterday. At first when I saw the notification, I'm like, I just saw the Shams breaking news. I just saw a picture of Herb Jones. I'm like, no way they really did it. No way they really traded Herb Jones. I swear, once that notification popped up, Shams, Herb Jones, I'm like, no, they did not. But false alarm. I was about to hit the red button. I was about to, blow it up. Boom. I'm just playing, y'all. I wasn't going to blow it up. So Shams posted on Shams surrounding on X, everything up. New Orleans Pelicans forward Herb Jones has agreed to a 3-year, $68 million extension with the franchise. You see his, agents or whatnot, who cares about them? No free promo. Told ESPN, Jones now has a total of 5 years and $97 million on his Pelicans deal with a player option in 2029, 2030. So yeah, everybody can nip the trade Herb Jones stuff in the bud. All that is over with. I mean, this man got 5 years, $97 million on his deal with the team, and they give him a player option. So that's nice. Herb Jones has a player option, so he can either choose to, I'm a opt in, or I'm gonna stay, or I'm gonna leave. So shout out Herb Jones. Get your cheese. Very team friendly deal. Herb Jones a very team friendly guy. I mean, you got Herb Jones on this deal. That's amazing. All right, you seeing Chet Holmgren go for $250. J-Dub's way better than Chet, but you're seeing guys like that just getting paid crazy amounts of money. I'm not sitting there, reading the nickel and dime our best players and whatnot, but Herb Jones, he's a team friendly guy. He doesn't want the most money. I'm not gonna sit there and act like money is not important to him, because bro, everybody, you need your coins, all right? You're not gonna be able to make this type of money ever again in your life. Okay, you're set. Herb Jones is set. He's set for the future with the Pelicans. So shout out to Herb. Shout out to him. So let's dive into what you're really here to see. So furthermore, let's start with the first clip. We're gonna start with Derik Queen. Basically his assessment of his performance. He's very self-aware to a point, so y'all can see what I'm saying. Maybe a little too self-aware. So this is what Derik Queen had to say last night about his performance.
Next game, how much you look forward to just taking this experience of this game and trying to improve. I know turnovers was an issue today, but I'm sure just getting more opportunity to play together will help.
Yeah, just really redemption. I gotta redeem myself, because I know I got 82 games. Twitter and probably Instagram going crazy right now. So I just gotta redeem myself for me and all the outside noise also, and my team.
I mean, you also had a double-double.
It was kind of sloppy, but a double-double is a double-double, but it was kind of sloppy in the first half. But I think I flipped the switch in the second half. I adapted in the second half, but even Weave told me it's going to take me a week to figure it out. But I feel like I got a little bit of a hang of it now.
And the number one thing on this boy's mind is redemption. He's like, look, I didn't play well. I know. Twitter, Instagram, everybody cooking me, whatever. Even though I'm like, bro, it was one game. He understands he got 82 more. I love that. All right, I love that he didn't sit there and be like, I could have played. No, he's like, dude, I played terrible. He says it again. Trust me, he'll lose to a couple more times how bad he played. I mean, he had 13 and 10. You only missed, what, 4 shots maybe? All right, the man had 13 and 10. You hit a 3. Your defense was abysmal. You got to get your conditioning up. I said in the video yesterday, I'm like, bro, put your long sleeves on. You're wearing your short sleeves. That's just not your game. That's not your swag, bro. You're a long sleever. You're probably the only long sleever in the NBA. Kyrie Irving occasionally does it, but the full time, that's your game. That's your swag, bro. Get comfortable. You played like you were a little uncomfortable. He settled into the game. Trust me, he speaks about settling into the game, what got him going into the game, but I love that, man. But I'm a little concerned about him being so worried about social media. Granted, these are kids. They grew up on social media. It's going to be hard to tell anybody that, block out the noise, get off it. But I don't think that's good that he's like, he knows he's getting cooked. And he's like, man, I need redemption. Like, I'm ready to go back out there. I'm ready to go get some more buckets. Like, I promise you next game will be better. He's making these declarations again that, it's going to be better. I'm going to be better and all this. And I believe him, man. I believe him. I have no doubt in my mind not to believe in Derik Queen at this point. No doubt. No doubt. He's got to show me. Trust me, he's got to show me. He's got to keep earning that. But right now, I'm giving the benefit of the doubt. First game jitters, first game whatever. Again, he had 13 and 10, ladies and gentlemen. It wasn't like he only thing I can really say was his defense. Him and Eve Misi, I don't know what was going on, but they were just a straight Congo line to the rack. They got to clean that up a lot more effort, not a little bit, a lot more effort. But Queen, he said he wants redemption. All right, he knows what's going on. So Queen says that. So this is what Jeremiah Fears had to say about adjusting to the NBA play and how's it like. Basically, you're the youngest player on the court. All right, you're the youngest player in the summer league. You're the youngest player in the draft. You're 18 years old. You're probably younger than YouTube. This is what Jeremiah Fears had to say about the comp and how he felt like the difference was between the NBA and college.
Very early in the process, but what are some of the key differences you're noticing with the NBA style of play versus what you were doing in college?
Really just continuing to go out there, do what you do. And I'll say the biggest thing is probably length. They're just a lot taller, a little more athletic, but other than that, still basketball at the end of the day.
So, of course, if somebody confidence is so high as Zero Fears over here, he's like, look, they're a little bit bigger, but, I'm just come out there and do what I do, man. I'll be all right. I'm adjust. A lot of players, when they first talk about their first NBA game and their first professional game, they was talking about the speed and how fast it's going. Derik Queen spoke about it in his. I didn't clip it, but he spoke about it. Number 19 for the Timberwolves last night when they gave him to the halftime interviews. Like, yeah, it's moving real fast. Number 19 was the best player on the floor last night. The center for the Timberwolves was amazing. Either way it goes, they talked about how fast the game was. Fears on it. He's like, they a little bit taller, but I feel like I got it. Like they ain't all that. So of course, Zero Fears. He's gonna be fearless. He's gonna be confident in himself. He's just basically saying, like, they taller, I'll be all right. I'll adjust to that. So as a team yesterday, the Pelicans had 25 turnovers, 7 from Derik Queen, 7 from Jeremiah Fears. So this is what Derik Queen had to say about the turnover issue and just ultimately, guys, a lot of what Derik Queen was talking about yesterday in his postgame was how bad he played and how much he wanted to get back out there and just redeem himself and all this. So this is what so it's like he kind of repeated himself a little bit because he's just always talking about how bad he looked. He was just so he was just so upset about how bad he played. Not upset where he's like pouting and whatnot. He's like, I know I can play better. I know I'm better. I gotta, like I said, I gotta redeem myself. I gotta go prove myself, show y'all that I am Derik Queen. I am who I say I am. So this is what Derik Queen had to say about the poor play basically yesterday and why he had all these turnovers.
It's my game. Like, I feel like it's my game to kind of be nonchalant, but at times I should be physical at times because that's why I feel like I messed up or turned the ball over a lot. Or I looked immature because I wasn't physical enough. But so once I understood it in the second half, I felt like I picked it up.
How much did that first bucket going in kind of help get you going a little bit?
It was a little bit of relief. And then I think I came down, turned the ball over. I was like, and I got spit from my mouthpiece in my eyes, so I was like.
And as you can see, man, it was just a long day for Queen. It was a long day for my boy. It was a long day, but basically he's letting y'all know, I got to be more physical. He's like, I got to pick and choose my spots better. I got to feel the game out a little bit better. He said he feels like it's going to take some time. Eve Misi already told him it's going to take some time and whatnot. But ultimately, I just got to play better. I'm getting these weak turnovers and stupid turnovers, and he just hates it. He just hates it. He just said, his game is a little nonchalant. So that's why people are like, well, if he watches Maryland, he's that's his game. He's slow. Slow. There's slow players in the NBA. I'm not saying he's gonna be Luka Doncic, Jokic, slow-mo. They called him Kyle Anderson yesterday, but slow players do thrive in the NBA. If you go, you're speed. So he's got to pick his speed up. He's got to pick it up. You got to pick it up. You got to pick his speed up. But he's like, I could have been a lot more physical. I just wasn't being physical enough. I was just too lackadaisical, too cool for school. You're right. You're just being nervous, but nah, I promise you, next game, saying he's gonna be ready. So both Jeremiah Fears and Derik Queen were getting chirped. There's a lot of trash talking going on. It was getting a little chippy between the Pelicans and the Timberwolves, between Terrence Shannon and Jeremiah Fears and Derik Queen. Apparently, some dude on the Timberwolves bench was trash talking him. So they both spoke about that. So we're gonna start off with Jeremiah Fears. This is what he spoke about: his little scuffle between Terrence Shannon. They had a little shoving match right before half, and basically, him trash talking. A boy from Chicago, he liked that. So this is what Jeremiah Fears had to say about that.
Chirping in that first half, how much can you kind of enjoy that stuff when guys are going at it?
Man, that's something that you live for. Just seeing somebody else that had the same passion as you, and they take the game so serious. And I mean, it brings passion to the game as well. Continuing having somebody you can talk to, having somebody you can chirp to, and y'all get each other going, and it's motivation.
And that right there, ladies and gentlemen, is a brother that loves smoke. That is a brother that loves negativity. That is a brother that thrives off negativity. You don't have to worry about things getting heated, things start getting chippy, that Jeremiah Fears is shrivel up, and no, he's going to thrive. This guy, he wants that. His man said, oh man, this is what you live for. This is what you live for. Confrontation on the court. This is what he lives for. He's not out there trying to, just going through the motions, trying to be friends. No. That brother wants action. He wants action. So you love that. That's a dog mentality that, of course, zero fears. You can't be zero fears and just be, a little chihuahua. It's a pit bull right here, ladies and gentlemen. This is a pit bull. That's a brother that loves smoke. That is a brother that loves action. He's running towards the smoke. He ain't ducking no smoke. He ain't doing all that. That man said, this is what you live for. I love it. I love it. I love it. That's what he said. I love it. I love it when it gets chippy. He loves it. So that's what Fears had to say. Derik Queen, on the other hand, he also loves smoke. So this is what Derik Queen had to say about what really got him going in the second half, because his second half was a way better second half. Like I said, he spoke about it a couple times earlier, if y'all heard. Spoke about it. But this is what Derik Queen had to say about a random player on the Timberwolves bench chirping at him, was basically got him going in the second half. So this is what Derik Queen had to say.
No, like sometimes I beat my man, and then I try to make an unnecessary move or a weak move, and then he just played good defense and got me to turn the ball over every single time. So like it was like, so second half I kind of understood it. Oh, and actually what kind of got me going is one of the guys was talking trash, and he was like, he didn't even get in the game. And that's when he was like, you trash, you're not even good at basketball. So I think that got me going.
Hear him. He's talked about how the first half was, and the second half going felt a lot bit better. Dude chirping at him, talking about he trash and all this, and that's what got him going. That's when Derik Queen started hitting threes and hitting his little one-legged shots and all this. So, hey, you got two dogs, two boys that thrive off negativity. You start trash talking, they're not going to shrivel up. They're not going, go into their shell like a turtle. No, they're running towards that smoke. So, I mean, granted, the Pelicans lost, but it wasn't like a bad loss. It was just more, I felt like the Timberwolves just had a little bit more team chemistry. Derik Queen spoke about it. I didn't clip it out, but he spoke about it. He's like, I feel like we needed a couple more days of practice to really, feel each other out. They kind of just practiced for 3 days and just went out there to go play some league against a team that's been together. Between Rob Dillingham and Terrence Shannon, Lamar Miller, like boys that's been practicing together on the second team. Terrence Shannon getting playoff minutes, so there's no excuses. Because the Pelicans, they're going to have a challenge. They played Saturday, they played the Los Angeles Lakers. Bronny James coming to town. Oh, Lord. Bronny James coming to town. Dalton connects, so we go see what the Lakers got in store. The Pelicans, you're looking for a very good bounce-back game from Jeremiah Fears and Derik Queen. Maybe Makai Peavy can come along, Antonio Reeves. Somebody's going to tag along. I fully expect the Pelicans to play a lot bit better next game. So y'all let me know down in the comments how you guys feeling about what they're saying, their mentalities and whatnot. How do you feel about the first game? Just let me know down in the comments. But all in all, y'all enjoy y'all Fridays. It's been your host of the most, Jordan Kitchens. I'm signing out, ladies and gentlemen. I'm out. Peace.